Hi, good evening. Well, it's me, Jan, Urban Gypsy Crochet, all the way from Manchester in the UK. And I know I've been missing. Just life. I'm trying to sort this craft room out. Oh, I just didn't realise how difficult it would be to take things from downstairs to upstairs. And needless to say, my back's not liking it at all, so hey ho, hey hey. I'm not sure how long this video is going to last because Karen Casualistic pointed out that she thought I'd accidentally got the video on widescreen or something like that, which apparently makes it less time I've got, oh excuse me, I got it, less time I get with the actual video time. So I've been playing about with it, so I don't know whether I've sorted it out or I haven't. So the thing will be, I shall see how long this is. It's 9:15 in the evening, so we'll see how long it is. That fly's been haunting me today. It's a teeny weeny little fly. We'll see how long it is before I disappear. As I am wont to do. Usually do. Let's get all my cushions behind me. Oh dearie me. As you can see, I'm well prepared for this video. I just thought I'd do the video tonight because I've got a couple of books to show you. I'm not sure if I've shown you one of them before, so I apologise if I have. And have I shown you the Boho Baby? Shout. Have I shown it to you? Shout it out. Have I shown it to you? It's by Dedri. I don't know how you pronounce the name. Oosh. Can you say it? It's Dedriuys. It's called Boho Baby Crochet, 30 modern and colourful projects for your baby. Quite why I buy baby books, I really don't know, but it was the cover on the front, or the front cover, whichever you want to say, that drew my attention. I'd like to say a big hello and welcome to my new subscribers. I've got quite a few. Thank you very much. I hope that you enjoy what you see. Well, we've got first of all the rainbow band booties. Quite colourful. And then we've got the gumdrops. The gumdrops, not the gun. The gumdrops pullover. I have to remember to tilt it forward so that you don't get the glare from the light. I've had to put the the light behind, me photographic light, whatever you want to call it. I've had to put that on because it's quite dark in here. And it doesn't help that one of the light bulbs is blown in the ceiling light. I told you before, I'm banished off ladders, so whenever lights blow I've got to wait while somebody comes to change them for me. These are booties. What again? Beg your pardon, ombre socks, they're called. Babies today don't seem to wear socks, do they? Because they've all got these baby grow things with feet in. Little Flowers play suit. It's actually a little pair of sort of leggings or whatever you want to call them, with flowers around the top. So it says play suit, but there's no top to it unless there's a top further in. No, rainbow striped cardigan. That's quite a bold little cardigan. I don't know, I think these patterns are mostly up baby sizes, are they? 3 to 6 and 6 to 12, so that's probably they are just baby sizes. And that one's got a little sun hat that goes with it. This is the, throwing it around, the citrus nappy cover. Must be an English book, because you would call them a diaper cover. And it fastens with, Velcro strips. I could do a bit of paper or something, couldn't I? They're Snuggly Monster mitts. This one's the Spring Stripes dress. Oh, and it's got leggings to go with it. Walk in the Park hoodie. It's quite a chunky one there, isn't it? That one goes up to 18 months. That 6 months, 12 months and 18 months. But it looked a bigger baby. This one's Gifts and Toys. That's hot air balloon bunting. That actually is a rattle. These say friendly soft toys, but they actually look more like pillows to me. I do hope I get through the books before I get cut off in my pride. Textured stacking blocks. At least they wouldn't hurt if they threw them at their brother or their sister, would they? Sunny Day headband. In my day we used to have the wooden blocks. And they really hurt if your baby threw one at you, you knew about it. You caught me one on the corner of the eye once. And it really hurt. He was in time out for quite a while. There's a little hat and mittens. All babies go through that age group, don't they, where they throw everything. They don't actually aim at you, it's just sometimes you get in the way. They just throw everything. This one's a gradient floor blanket. It actually reminds me of that Twister game. I don't know whether it's the coordination they're trying to get babies when they throw. But my son used to throw food, which wasn't funny at all. In fact, he got his very first little tap on the hand for throwing food. I'm sorry if you think that's cruel to a baby, but you know, sometimes you have to do these things, because telling him off wasn't getting anywhere at all. Pretty Mary Janes. They look so sweet, don't they, in a little box. Bobble pacifier cards. We used to call them dummy, you know, and my son was little. Oh, your dodie, where's your dodo? We had to give his dodie to Father Christmas because he wasn't for parting with it. Whatever the weather, wall hanging. It's got little raindrops, clouds, and it's got the rainbows. Yes, I honestly thought he was going to go to school with his dodo. It was one of those things. That's the Climbing Colours blanket. That's the the one on the front cover. In fact, the front cover's a better picture. I'll show you that one again. Can you see that fly gone by? That's a big fly. Mini nesting blanket. Blankets? Baskets. Just been watching a programme on Alzheimer's. I think I should worry. Took me ages today to remember somebody's name. That's a blanket. Do you know I've got blanket on the brain? It's a bottle cover. I don't know why I've got blanket on the brain. It's not as if I do them, is it? I don't. Would you like me beads to remind me of sweets? It's like a big humbug, isn't it? Monster cushion cover. Depending on your child, that might scare it to death. Fun Shapes organiser. Storage bag. I'm going to have a go at making those baskets, you know, in the thick yarn, where you put about 4 or 5 strands of yarn together and, you know, make a thick basket. I'm going to have a go at that. This is Rainbow Waves Buggy Blanket, or stroller, whatever you want to call it. My back is hurting today. Now I know I know I'm a Garumis. I just don't like making them, but I think they're very cute. I mean, that is so sweet, isn't it? It's a curtain tie. Not that you would stay on a curtain in a baby's room, would it? You'd either drag the curtain down trying to get it or whatever. That appears to be the end of the book. Now this is the book that I bought for me. And Sue liked it so much. It was her birthday on last Tuesday. So we can all wish her happy birthday, or belated birthday. So I bought her one. So her one's over there waiting, because I liked it so much. It's by Sandy Rosner, S-A-N-D-I, Rosner, and it's called 21 Crochet Tanks and Tunics. And there's some of them are quite basic, but the stitches are nice, if you know what I mean. Quite like that, but not the colours. It'll appear later in the book. That's just the beginning of the book, just the acknowledgements and things. Right, these are the projects. This one's called Folsom. It actually crosses over and ties at the back. A lot of these are done in quite fine yarn. Peyton Silk Bamboo number 3 yarn. Well, that's not too fine though, is it? That's another picture of it. That's Valencia. It's just a sort of plainish little vest top. And I like this one, it's called Sutter. I mean, it's only quite a plainish, got a nice stitch to it. But I like the way it's got the 4 different gradient shades. It's done in separate shades, you know, it's not a gradient yarn, it's that fly, can you not see it or hear it? This one's number 4 yarn it's done in, so it's not too thin, is it? This one's Portola, another vest top. That one's done in super fine number 1 yarn. And this one's done in number 4 yarn. Do you know, they're very deceiving, aren't they? That doesn't look... The other one didn't look like 1 yarn, and this one doesn't look like 4 yarn. And that's another picture of it where she's wearing her beads. I do think something nice and classic is nice to have in your wardrobe, isn't it? And this one I do like. You probably can't see it very well, but it's got little buttons all down the front there. That's sweet. Quite like that. If this fly doesn't stop dive bombing, it's going to get swatted. It's been haunting me all day. That's the one I showed you before. Oh dear. And that one's called Pacific. I think that one is a bit sad that they've done it in a patterned yarn, because it's actually a nice pattern stitch. I don't know if you can see it or not. And I think it's a bit sort of lost, you know. If it had been in plain colour, you'd be able to see the pattern a bit better. This one's a very dainty looking one, isn't it? Done in the 3 different, is it 3 different shades? Yeah, 3 different shades. Now that one does look fine. To me, it looks pretty fine. It's actually number 2 yarn. Sue likes this one. That's Greenwich. She quite liked that one. She liked the whole book actually. I think it's one of those books, rare books, that you like most things in it. And that one's on the yoke. the yoke, like a gathered yoke. I mean, that's probably one of the ones I don't really like, actually. I do like this one. This is done in fine, I think, as well. Number 3, so it's like hard double knitted. I do like that one. You could wear it on its own, or you could wear it as a vest. You know, in the winter time, over a sweater or over a blouse. So it's a dual purpose. That's another picture of it. It's got some good pictures in this book, actually. You know, you can actually see what the designers are. This is the one that's on the front cover. The Pachero. It's got the... And again, this is another plain one. Plainish one. But as I say, sometimes it's nice to have plain things in your wardrobe. That one has a strange back to it. Sue likes the back, but I'm not keen. I would rather just have the back right at the front. And of course I like this one because it's got fringe. Anything with the fringe on is alright by me. And that one's got a plain top and like a lace bottom. This one I'm not too keen on. It goes up at the front and down at the back. I don't know why I'm not keen on it. I quite like the down at the back bit, but I just don't like the up at the front bit. I think a lot of things go up at the front because, you know, you're gifted in the bosom department and everything goes up at the front. Now I've done this stitch actually on another sweater I've just done recently. I think it was that pink one I had on the other day actually. I must look the pattern number up for the lady. She wanted to tell me the stitches that it was done in, but I can't really because it's a bought pattern, you know, paid for pattern. I can give her the pattern number when I find it. That one's like a lacy bottom. I think I would do the plain bit a little bit longer because I wouldn't like to show my midriff off. Yeah, it's alright if you're nice and slim and you've got a lovely midriff, isn't it? When you're the shape of me and you don't have a lovely midriff, you'd want to keep it covered up. That one's just got like a little keyhole neck. Apart from that, it's a plain sweater. Leaning forward is giving me backache. I'm nearly at the end though. This one I like the front of it, but I don't like the back of it. I would have to do 2 fronts. You can do that, you know, by the way, you can do 2 fronts. And that's it. That's it. I've actually got a couple of completed things, but I'll probably show you those tomorrow when Sue comes. Kelly's not been very well. If you're watching this, Kelly, get well soon. She had a bit of a stomach bug. So she's not been well. What else have I got to say? Not an awful lot, really. I was at the hospital yesterday. I had a barium swallow. That was horrible. And without going too graphic, whatever it is they give you, which is a teeny little cup like that, must be like that expanding foam. Because when nature takes its course, more than that comes out. I won't go any more graphic details, but you know what I'm saying. It was, they tip you this way, that way, they tip you upside down, they tip you what, oh. But I won't know the results for a fortnight, whether there is anything wrong or there isn't anything wrong. We shall see. It'll be one of life's mysteries. Anyway, while I was there, I had to go to the cardiorespiratory department. Well, I didn't have to go. I decided to go. But it was at the opposite end of the hospital to where I went to the x-ray department. So by the time I'd walked all the way there to get me new, I have a CPAP mask, I think I've told you all before, because I have sleep apnea. So I've got a new mask now, which is nice. It's just a tiny little one, just tiny, that fits over your nose. So the other one used to come all the way up and down and round, and it was a bit sort of claustrophobic, and every time I moved, because it stuck out so far from my face, I'd knock it, you know, and I'd wake up and I wasn't wearing it, you know. I did wake up a bit tired this morning, but I think that was purely for the fact I had to do 2 bathroom trips for the reasons we went into a few minutes ago. Say no more. I don't warn you about that bit. Oh dear, that was an experience. So anyway, by the time I'd walked all the way to the cardiorespiratory, and then of course all the way back to get a taxi, because taxis only go from like one place, well 2 places they go from. And so by the time I got in, my back was going, I don't like you anymore. So I didn't really get a lot done yesterday, because by the time I got in it was lunchtime. And I just sat in the chair and then I just nodded off. I'd got up so early because it was a very early appointment. Well, for me it was early. Anything that is like round about 9 o'clock in the morning is early, because I have to leave about an hour before to get there. So, and I was so frightened of like oversleeping and things like that, I kept waking myself up in the middle of the night, looking at the clock to see if it was time. So yesterday afternoon I was really so tired, and I was like wanting to do things, and then I was just like boof, can't sleep. And my back was hurting, as I said, so I didn't want to start carrying anything up the stairs. Today I've done a little bit of carrying up the stairs, but I'm doing it very gradually. It's at times like this I realise that I am 71. My mind doesn't think that I'm that old. My mind thinks I can get up in the morning, or run up and down the stairs, carrying all these books and things and putting them upstairs. But my body has other ideas. I get halfway up the stairs and my body goes, no. So I've devised this sort of step system where I put things on one step, and then I move them up another step, and I move them up another step. So I've got things on every step because I keep moving them up one step, if you know what I mean. So by the time I get to the top, I've got like about 3-4 lots to at the top of the landing. So that's the way I'm doing it at the moment, because I can't carry anything heavy. Could do with a hoist or a stair lift. It's one of those days when I wish I'd had a stair lift, or you could put them on a stair lift and zoom them up to the top. Could get quite a big pile on a chair, couldn't you? And zoom it up to the top. You know, those dumb waiter things that you pull. There's lots of things I would like. I'll have to devise a basket on a rope, you know, where you pull the basket up the stairs. Things you have to do, things you have to do. Well, I don't know. What time did I start? I forgot what I said now. 9:15, I think I said. So I haven't done long anyway. So it hasn't cut me off because it's not a very long video. But I'm not going to make a long video because, as I say, Sue's coming tomorrow. So I need to charge up the camera again, because even though it's not been, I finished off a sweater I was crocheting, but it's damp at the moment. It's been, what do I call it? Forgot what it's called now. Blocked. It's been blocked. And so it's drying, so I'm hoping it's dried so I can show you tomorrow. And I finished off doing something else, but I'll show you that as well tomorrow. And then I've got to go to the post office tomorrow because I've actually sold something off Etsy. I nearly said eBay. Off Etsy. So I need to get that all wrapped up and posted off. So that's all I've really got to say to you today, except thank you to all my subscribers, my new ones and my regular ones. I won't say old ones because we're not old, are we? We're just mature. And also some of my subscribers are quite young, so I can't really call them old, can I? Regulars. Could call them regulars, couldn't I? Anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm going to upload this video and, as I said, charge up the camera ready for Sue to come. And see what she's got to bring, if she's got anything to bring tomorrow. I don't think she does actually, because she's been busy tidying. She said she doesn't know why she's bothered retiring, because she's actually doing more than what she did when she went to work. I know the feeling. I think I do more now. Well, in my mind I do more. Physically I don't do more than what I did when I was working. But I've got this bad habit of sort of like deciding I'm going to move that over there. And I'm looking at where it is and I'm looking at where it's going to go. And in my mind's eye, I'm actually moving it, but I haven't actually moved because I haven't got up off the chair. I think I've been watching that, what's it called, Bewitched, where she twitches her nose and everything goes and moves. Would be a great skill to have, wouldn't it? I could go, no, and everything would disappear upstairs into the craft room. So I'm waiting to get everything emptied and then my son will take the units upstairs for me. But I'm quite a way off that. I've emptied two. I've emptied 2 units. So 2 units worth of stuff. I've also got a big pile of knitting magazines ready for Kelly. And I've still got the box to post to you, Karen. It'll all get done eventually, won't it? The days are not long enough. I don't know. I was watching a programme that I said about Alzheimer's, and they were saying that to try and protect yourself from getting Alzheimer's, you should keep your mind busy and occupied. And I'm thinking, my mind's busy and occupied all day long. But yet I'm actually starting to get a little bit forgetful, which is a bit worrying. As long as I don't forget how to crochet, I shall be okay. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight to you all because it's now 20 to 10, so it's a short video, isn't it, anyway? But you might get a longer one tomorrow if I've managed to sort this darn camera out. I didn't think I'd changed anything, but maybe I did, I don't know. Things happen. You know, I don't feel as though I fiddle with things and change settings, but things get changed on their own. I think I've got a gremlin. So, I'm not going to suck me sweet. The humbug. That one looks quite a nice sweetie, doesn't it? And that one, quite reed. I've had these a while actually, but I very rarely wear them. There's some necklaces that I seem to wear all the time and others that I don't wear at all. Anyway, I'm going to go before I get switched off. I've done nearly half hour, so sorry folks, but that's your lot for today. So bye all. You have a nice day, evening, morning, whatever time you watch it. And I will say goodbye to you all. Goodbye.